Hi, I'm Peter Haddock and I'm here for my European tour from Strickland in Evesham. This one is going to Poland. Where's this one going, Steve?
These guys are off to Croatia.
And these guys here?
This is off to Portugal.
Portugal. And these guys?
These are off to France.
And these guys up here, come on Steve, where are they going?
This is also off to Poland.
But they've got a little helping hand.
Yeah, so these are our 20-ton, 80mm pin tilting ditch buckets.
Right, folks, this is not just European, this is the global business now, but we're going to talk to Steve about how that has happened. And Steve, it's time to start going and doing that. Come on, let's go.
Great.
I'm here with Steve Warden in the Strickland MFG area here with the buckets literally galore around us, Steve. You look after the European market for Strickland, and what's really interesting about that is we're seeing here some of the European buckets that you're selling, but not just into Europe, but also in the UK. Tell me about from here to through what we've got in front of us right now.
Yeah, hi Peter. So in front of us here, we've got a range of the S70 style buckets. So these fit on Scandinavian S-type couplers, like you say, UK, but also seeing more and more demand for these type of products across different parts of Europe. So we're out there promoting these products, making sure people are aware we've got it, and yeah, you're letting the dealer network then make choices, whether it's pin-on type they want, which has always been our historical stuff, or whether we can help them with new product ranges coming forward.
Now, we've talked to the engineers earlier, and basically they're able to take your buckets that you've been manufacturing for quite some time now, and the new ones that we're going to be talking about in a minute, and actually make them available for different types of couplers. That's really important, isn't it?
Yeah, it's vital for us to grow as a business, to keep listening to the market and develop. So having the engineering team here is a really strong point for us. So as you say, we can take our current product range, whatever bucket that might be, or coupler system, and we have access to all of the design pickups. So whether it's a Scandi, whether it's a Lenoff or any other kind of brand, Veractors, etc., we can then redesign the hanger setup on our current model. Or if the customer needs something specific in terms of the bucket shape as well, we can do that as well. And we can set that up for them and put that into build. So, you know, it's not about we've got a fixed product range. We can be really adaptable to meet these customers' demands across Europe.
And you talked about that adaptability when we see what we've got in front of us here. So we've gone from the rather larger to the smaller. And the thing about, you mentioned Veractor, is that is very, very popular with some of the customers. They even had customers talking to you in Europe to saying, can you help, haven't you?
Yeah, it's exactly that. So we had an existing customer who was taking pin type buckets from us already. They were also sourcing the buckets through other companies, and gave us the opportunity. We didn't have Veractor into our design at that point in time, so we took away what they needed in terms of bucket widths, all the quantities, etc., and we brought that back here. I worked with the engineers to say, right, this is the opportunity for us. You know, we then grasp that, we take it, we look at the designs, we put the design into place, we model it all up. We then get the customer's approval on that as well. So we put together a sheet for them, we send it to them and say, right, based on the information you gave us and the information that we know about this type of pickup, we then develop that, we send it to them and say, are you happy with that? Fingers crossed they say perfect. If they don't, they say, oh no, we'd just like this tweak or that tweak, depending on what it is and whether it works from an engineering perspective. We then try and model that in as well to get a finished product approved by the customer. So the customer knows then that what they're going to get is what they asked for.
When you're talking about these products, it's not just the end users that you started with at Strickland. Now you've got these relationships with the original equipment manufacturers and their distributors, so that they can match the buckets with the actual order from the customer.
Absolutely. We've got to be as versatile as we can as a business and listen to what the customers want.
And I think what we also see in the UK market, of course, is there is a lot of our equipment that gets sold into Europe as well. And so people have already been introduced to the Strickland brand in Europe because they actually got it on equipment they might have bought out of auction or a second hand from another dealer anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, it's exactly that. And the customers can then trust us because they know the product that they're arriving, they're seeing is already good quality. So they know that what they're going to get from us in the long term with any new design product is going to be top quality for them. You know, it's not about getting a quick fix for them. It's about making sure it's right, matching the quality, because we stand behind our name. We want people to go, we know Stricklands, we know we can trust them, we want to work with them, they're a really good partner for us.
So tell me, what do we actually have here? Because these are going out literally tomorrow to the customer, aren't they?
So this is the first time we have done Veractors for this customer, for any customer actually. So the customer wanted Veractor pickup, CW5s, and also some CW10s, which are put away at the moment. So here we've got a digging bucket for the customer, ditching bucket for the customer, and a shaker bucket for the customer, all exactly to their design, exactly like they were getting in the current supply network, but we're giving them a better quality of product.
And let's just talk about that quality for a moment, because when I met one of your colleagues at a show recently, they were like, we over-engineer our buckets. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? Why would you over-engineer something? Because surely it costs more, and you know, people won't buy as many of your buckets. Why, you know, why is that the case?
We want longevity. The customer does not want to be replacing the bucket every 5 minutes. You know, it's about having trust that they know they can buy from Stricklands. It's going to be quality. It's going to last them. Right, it hurts me financially, but I would much rather give the customer a long-term solution that they can absolutely have confidence in. So we make sure the designs are done, you know, to all the right tests, etc., and make sure the quality is right, that the thicknesses are in the right areas, so that, you know, we can avoid having cracks and things like that, and quickly wearing out components. You know, that's the last thing the customer wants on site. Ultimately, a failed bucket for a customer is a machine down.
Exactly,
you know, so.
and it's all about the uptime, but it's also all about keeping that GET in good nick as well.
Absolutely,
and so that's why it's important when you're looking at things like, you've got your teeth there, which are readily available from yourselves. They're not specifically crazy new designs or anything. People can get those teeth onto your buckets.
Yeah, we try to keep as standard the same tooth setup where we can. So it gives us that versatility to supply the customer aftermarket, etc. If they do get failures, but it also, you know, they've got lots of options of where they can go to get that teeth as well. So you know, it's not about trying to force them into a situation. We don't want to do that. So it's really important that we try and keep it consistent for them as well. You know, and if they're already buying Strickland product with Strickland teeth, it's interchangeable for them. It's nice and simple.
And the other thing is, you know, you've got options there with bolt-on, you've got options with the pins as well, which can be changed on site. You're not having to take the whole bucket away and getting something else done. I think that as well, folks, what I'm learning about this is that really does make a difference, you know, for people and dealers being able to take their service engineers out with looking at a bucket, but whilst they're doing something else as well.
Exactly. The last thing you want to be doing, multiple journeys, there's costs involved.
Exactly.
You know, there's time involved, and you just want, it goes back to being simple. Keep it simple for people. The more they can do on site, the better. And obviously, with wear parts, we want the least amount of failures as possible. You know, we're not trying to sell them loads of teeth and loads of blades, etc. That's not what it's about. It's about giving them a good product that will last, but when it doesn't, or when they damage it themselves, or whatever it might be, something happens, how quick can we get that bucket back up and going again? Because like we said, the machine's down, that's money. Time is money.
So blade wear for something like this, folks, guess what? You just take it off and you flip it back round it, because they're two-way, aren't they, as well? So So keeping it simple here, folks. Hope you've got all of that message, because it certainly is not simple when you're looking at the Strickland business. They've done so many things. I've walked around here today before talking to you, and all the different elements now, and now with this new system that people can really take advantage of.
It's just another option into our product range. You know, we keep developing, we keep listening, keep telling us what you need us to do.
Fantastic. Great to meet you. Cheers.
And you, thank you very much.